take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got to write it, but the devil's redefining work. No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making dough, but they forsake it, so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Gives a damn if we was family, view one bread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man. I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shot to David Berkowitz. Pushy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since not, no, not the actor, but the year he's effort. Not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turned his words to mirth from Babel. Lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built on guy bones, so I can't love Esau, and I can't fuck with y'all. I ain't gotta say it twice, you vouching for the enemy, but look, my father ain't have a father cause of dope. I'm anti-politics cause Christ died from a foe. How the richest nation locked the homeless up for being cold. How ironic they relating smoking weed to getting stoned. You trim your ways and seek they love. I'ma bring this sword back wet with a vested dipped in blood. Niggas giving up when they don't even give enough. Going nowhere fast, niggas always in a rush. I give them love cause my brothers lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. No way I can serve another God. I give my love cause my brothers lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. I can't serve another God. Cold-blooded.
Time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my shit. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. It'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top when we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change, and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hawkin' gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Y'all know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be tripping, cause brother, I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers because
Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We were led by the amazing Commander General YAHANNA. And we're not affiliated with any Israelite camps, groups, or individualites. We're in Houston, Texas, boot kiss capital of the world. And this is Wednesday class. And today our topic is Hell is Our Ghetto. Basically, who's in the ghettos and where we live, and what is heaven and what was hell? What's the hell and heaven? Hell is a condition on earth. We're in the hellish condition here on earth. We're the ones who are brought down low here on earth, and it's because we haven't been following the law, statutes, and commandments and listening to what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm gonna prove to you that we are the chosen people that's supposed to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and be the ones who are not supposed to be in the hellish condition. And pull Deuteronomy 7:6. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. You, Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, brother and sister, you are the holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, not unto Krishna, not unto Buddha, not unto any of these other gods that people worship. God chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Special. So you're special people. And there's no other people like you. But no other people like a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian person. Have you ever seen a Black, Hispanic, Native Indian sister? There ain't another woman on the planet more beautiful than a Black, Hispanic, Native Indian sister. You know what I'm saying? Where else can you find them? You can find us everywhere. You can find us down in Brazil. You can find us in Australia. You can find us everywhere. Why? Because we are the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and continue. Above all people, above Ammon, who's a so-called Japanese, above Moab, who's a so-called Chinese, above Ishmael, who's a so-called Arabian, above Elam, who's a so-called East Indian. All people on the face of the earth. Now, does that sound like we're supposed to be in these ghettos? It sound like we're supposed to be the ones that have been brought down low? No. The reason we've been brought down low is because we haven't been listening. The reason we've been brought down low because we went out seeking and whoring for other gods. We the ones fell for all the glitz and glam. We the ones decided we want to put our hands on our knees. You know what I'm saying? Instead of listening to the Lord our God and being set up for our sisters, listening to the Lord our God and being akwaf and being a righteous sister the way they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Now we brought down low. Now we in the ghettos. Now we in food deserts. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now we're in a place where we don't own anything in that place. You know what I'm saying? Everything is owned by other people. We're in a place where we can't employ none of our family, none of our brothers and sisters, because all of it's ran by somebody else. We gotta seek someone else in order to get anything and everything that we need. Right. When we could have just listened to the Lord our God and everything was given to us. Now we got to get everything by the sweat of our brow and from somebody else. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sir, y'all want to take it over now? Without further ado, pass class over to Precinct Officer 5,000 knot. Water. All right. What's the name of this class again? Hell is our ghetto.
Hell is our ghetto. Ooh wee. What's on crazy? It's hot. Oh yeah, it's still hot too. What's on crazy? Hell is our ghetto. I like it. Did you need a Bible? Bible and Apocrypha? You got a Bible and Apocrypha back there? Cause I'm gonna need you to read for me. Water. All right. So first things first. Let's start with what is hell. If I could, Yakubat, where you at? What you doing? You busy? Huh? All right. So first off, just get with me when you come back. First off, so what we want to do is talk about what the idea of hell is. Um, Today we think hell is some place underneath the ground where you got a red thing with horns and pitchforks poking you in your butt. You know what I'm saying? Poking you in your legs and your butt and your back and making you work all day. You know what I mean? But if your body is or if that's not your body, it's your spirit, how can your spirit be burning? You know what I'm saying? If it can't feel anything. You know what I'm saying? Hell is not that. Hell is something much more deeper. Hell is something much more realistic. Um, the thing about it is our oppressor has changed our understanding of the Bible. They've destroyed our understanding of the Lord. You know what I mean, so we don't understand what the Lord is because our oppressor has taught us what, you know what I'm saying, what our records say. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Y'all got any questions? Of course, y'all can type them in online. I had a brother try to get them online. Bear with me, I'm just getting my bearings together. So what we're gonna do is let's start off at 2 Peter 1:16. So once again, that idea of what hell is comes from it was a poem by Dante called Dante's Inferno. It was three poems. It was the Inferno, the Purgatory, and the Paradiso, something like that. You familiar with that, Jacobot? It was Purgatory, Paradise, and the Inferno, right? So Dante had three parts to his poem, or whatever the case may be, right? And it was 9 levels of hell. And this was probably like 1300 or something like that. And so what happened was this poem was so widely accepted that some dude named Saint Thomas or something like that, Saint Thomas some whatever Saint Thomas Augustinius or Aquinius or something like that, he canonized it as as biblical reference. He canonized it as religious text. This was during the time of close to the time of the Great Schism, which is when the Greek Catholic Church or the Greek Church and the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, was going through a split. You know what I mean? So during this time, they were talking about what their idea of hell was, or what does your body go through after you die. Dante's Inferno has nothing to do with the Bible. And we learned this thousands of times or many times over and over again that Dante's Inferno is not the Bible. But we think of hell as being a place underground that you go to that some red man pokes you. But the thing about it is the red man is poking you here. And that's the point of the class. The red man is here. So when I say our ghetto, if you watching the class, you must know who you are, right? Our ghetto is indicative, is a possessive word, and it means me in minds, which is our. So if you're watching this, you must be a part of our family, our nation, our tribe. You know what I mean? The ghetto is our hell. You dig what I'm saying? Our ghetto is hell. So let's start with 2 Peter 2. No, 2 Peter 1:16. All right. Your microphone on? Yo, check and see if we got sound online. Real quick, before we be 30 minutes into a class they can't hear. Mic check. Mic check. Type of 1 in the chat if y'all can hear us. If there's anybody in the class, type of 1 in the chat. No sound? All right, bet. Most High in Christ. All right, so and make sure you check in the chat too. I don't know if it's people online asking questions, but if they do, just let me know. All right.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
For we have not followed cunningly devised fables, when we made known unto you the power and coming of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach.
Read it again. Huh? Yeah. You can say whatever you want. I mean, anybody.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 16.
What?
For we have not followed cunningly devised fables,
Mm-hmm.
when we made known unto you the power and coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
But we're eyewitnesses of his
So now,
majesty.
when we was made known the power of Christ, we don't follow the divisive fables. You know what I'm saying? What's a fable? A fable is like a story tale, a folk tale. You dig what I'm saying? Christ ain't coming with no fables. Christ ain't coming with no damn stories. You dig what I'm saying? Christ came with the real deal. When he told he had parables to make you understand the Most High more or the scriptures more. They wasn't fables or stories. But we listen to the divisive fables. We listen to stories that'll get us in trouble. We listen to the stories that'll send us right to the jail. You know what I'm saying? Those are the stories that we buy into, like Dante's Inferno. You know what I'm saying? It was a fable, it was a folk tale, a folklore, and we listen to it and we learn from it. But the problem is that now we think that that's real. We think that when we die, we go to hell. We don't understand that we can make our hell heaven, but we just have to know we in hell first. And if we don't know we in hell, then there's no way we can change it. You see what? If there's no way, if there's no way to tell we in hell, then we don't know how to change it. Read that one more time.
For we have not followed cunningly devised fables.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when we made known unto you the power and coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
So when we know the power of Christ, we know the power that Christ has and the things that he's done. I mean, the miracles that he did for us and I mean, people like us, the miracles that you can also do. When you know the power that the Lord has, then you could just get rid of all the folktales and all the fables and all the bullshit. It's a lot in my bad, excuse my language. You could get rid of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't do anything for you. They divisive fables that Esau have given us. So once we get rid of that and deal with the real rat or deal with the Bible in its antiquity, is that a word? I think that's a word. Did I use that right? I think that means like something old. But the Bible, if you deal with the actual Bible from front to back, deal with the actual Bible, then you can get rid of all the fluff. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get Matthew chapter 10, verse 28.
10, verse 28.
Now this is a long one. I normally try to stay away from the, you know what I'm saying, the extensive Jones, but just gonna get into it. We might have a part 2 or something like that. All right.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
Go ahead.
But rather fear him which is able to kill, it's like able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Now, you have somebody that can kill your body, right? But you got somebody that can kill your soul too. Now, when your soul dies, that's a death. Think about it like this. Think about when you see somebody's spirit fall. You can tell. Good. Huh? What? Move what on? Okay, all right, go ahead. Get there. Now, the scripture said you got to beware of the person that can kill your body and your soul in hell. Now, when the Lord puts you through something, hell is a condition. Hell is being in a place that you don't want to be in. Like when you in prison, you in hell for years. You just in one building with a bunch of people that's in hell with you. When you in the ghetto and you don't want to be there, you in hell. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's like a place where it kills your soul. It kills your spirit and it makes you feel this. Like in that ghetto, yeah, somebody can kill your body, but if you maintain your soul, if you maintain your spirit in that hell, then your spirit don't die in hell. Your body may die, but your spirit will always come back as something far more greater, something far better. And then one day you won't have to live in that hell or that ghetto. Because once we defeat the oppressor who makes the hell in the ghetto, you won't have to be there. That hell in that ghetto is because we sinned against the Lord. And they was able to become powerful. And when they got powerful, they made a place to keep us in hell. They made a place to keep you asleep. They made a place to keep you running on the hamster wheel until you die. And once you die, your kids run on that same hamster wheel. Just like when we die, they send your kids the bills. All your bills you got, they just send them to your kids. Because somebody gonna pay for this. I'm gonna buy this book on credit, and then I die tomorrow. Oh yeah, Esau coming to get that money for that book. Esau coming to get that money for that book. You think you gonna get it for free? Hell no, that ain't how Esau work. Even if you die, you still gotta pay. Like think about it. You go to jail and you get life. You get life plus 10 years. Or you get double life or triple life. Like how can I do two lives? Like if I die, do I come back? Like how do I do two lives? But that's the way Esau is. Esau wants you now and forever. Esau, that's how much power he think he has. He think he has the power to have your regeneration as well. He know he will. That's the hell we live in. We live under a man that's so powerful, he thinks that he has your body and your soul. But there's one person that cannot. That's Slocky. There's one person. Okay, Slocky, how can I put this? Now, how can I put this? Okay. How can I put this? Esau does take your soul, and Esau does take your body. But if you maintain your soul, you'll keep your soul. And there's one way to do it. And that's to know that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can say that online, but who he is burning me alive. You know what I'm saying? He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. See, the Bible calls him a liar or a deceiver. Now, when we think of the devil, you think of hell, right? The devil is Satan, right? Now, Satan is a spirit, or Satan is an entity or a deity. But on earth, that's our oppressor. He's the devil. He has the pitchfork. He's the red man. He's the man that has you in purgatory, that has us in hell, that's trying to destroy your body and your soul. That's the devil. Read that one more time. We in Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. Well,
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. Fear not them that which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Where I want to go. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 22. So we're going to just describe what hell is. So first of all, hell is a place where somebody tries to destroy your body and your mind, as we just read. I mean, your body and your soul, right? Now, that person that's running that hell is your oppressor or the devil, right? But we think that hell is underground because Dante's Inferno, which was some poem that some Edomite wrote, you know what I mean? We think that that's the story of hell when it's not. So we're going to describe what hell is and give you an idea what the Bible describes as hell. What I just call Deuteronomy 32 and what? 32 and 22. Go ahead. You got it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn into the lowest hell.
Now, when the Most High has an anger, when the Most High is angry or upset with you, that's gonna burn you. Now, that's when you're dealing with your issues, right? It's going to be your lowest hell. Keep going.
And shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire foundations, it's like foundations of the mountain.
Now, what are the mountains in the Bible? No, not names of the mountains. What do mountains represent in the Bible? You want to it? You want to it? When you see mountains in the Bible, it's like it's a government, right? It's like a think of a democracy. You know what I'm saying? Or think of like Rome and how they became, you know what I mean, a government, right? So now these mountains are burning, right? These mountains have a fiery foundation, right? So these mountains are meant to destroy you, right? These mountains have fire on them. Keep going. I mean, read from the top again.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell.
Now, when the Lord get mad at us, He's gonna make sure that you feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's that poverty. That's the lowest anger of the Lord. That's us living in captivity under our oppressor. Keep going.
And shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
All right, so drop that. Give me keep on. Wait, is it any more on that? No, that's not it. So give me all right, I ain't gonna go into that. So we understand that reincarnation, your body don't die. I mean, your spirit don't die. Your spirit comes back in the earth. Your spirit don't go into the ground and, you know what I'm saying, and get caught up in some limbo or something like that. Your spirit comes back. You understand that, right, Yakubot? You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't understand that, we'll go into it. Just put it in the chat. Reincarnation is real in the Bible. Your spirit, once you die, your body or your spirit comes back on earth into a different matter of fact, let's just get it. Let's get up. What you got?
It's true that once you die, you dwell with the Most High, but you come back to earth. You don't stay there.
Yeah, I mean it's generations.
Generations, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Set up for us.
Through your bloodline.
Right. So I mean the scripture say you come back, but you don't come back as a dog. You come back as a person of your nation. You know what I mean, so you gonna always be a brother from the line of Judah. You're always gonna be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna be a brother. You're not gonna come back as an ant or come back as a damn grasshopper or something like that. You think what I'm saying? Real quick, let's do that. Let's do Ecclesiastes 1 and 9 in the Bible. Real quick. Let's get through these real quick. Because I got a part of this I want to get to. Ecclesiastes right by Proverbs. Got it. Yeah, I got the table console. Yeah.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 9.
Right.
The thing that hath been is like it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
So the thing that have be is that which shall be. Right? Read one more time.
The thing that hath been.
Now the thing that was, go ahead.
It is what shall be.
Is what's going to happen in the future. Keep going.
And that which is done.
Now the things that were done, go ahead.
Is what shall be done.
Is going to be done again. So the things that have been done are done already. And the things that were the things that happened are going to happen again. Keep going.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's nothing new under the sun. Now give me Ecclesiastes 6 and 9. Start at 10.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 9. Better is the sight of the eye.
No, Ecclesiastes 6 and 10. Start at 10.
6 verse 10. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 10. That which have been is named already.
Now that which have been is named already. Go ahead.
And it is known that it is man.
So that which have been is man, right? There's no new thing under the sun. So man have been and man are going to be, right? Like you don't die. There's no new thing under the sun. Your spirit isn't new. It ain't like they just make a whole new spirit and they got a bunch of old spirits laying around. Spirits floating. It ain't like that. Your spirit just go and it comes back into the earth and it's a new baby on earth. That's just the way it is. Keep going.
Neither may he contend with him that is mightier than he.
I mean, you can take it up with the Lord and give me Ecclesiastes 3 and 14. Mm-hmm.
This book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 14.
Go ahead.
I know that whatsoever God doeth,
Mm-hmm.
it shall be forever.
Uh-huh.
Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it.
Mm-hmm.
And God doeth it,
Mm-hmm.
that men should fear before him.
Keep going.
Verse 15. That which hath been is now,
Go ahead.
and that which is to be have already been.
Now, things just happen again. That's just the way life works. That which have been is now. And we already see that that's which have been is named already in this man, right? So men come and go. They're going to keep going. It's a will, right? They're going to keep doing the same things. That's just the way it is. Keep going.
And God require that which is past.
He takes it up. I'm saying that which passed, he takes it up. All right. What time is it? 7:30. All right. We're going to skip that. Give me Psalms 9 and 15. Psalms 9 and 15.
This book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is there on foot.
Now, the heathen are sunken down into a pit, right? That they made. Now, okay, follow me. Now, the heathen make a pit, right? But the heathen is going to sink into that pit. Keep going.
That they made. In the net which they hid is there on foot taken.
And the net that they hid, or the net that the trap that they set, their foot is going to go in that trap. Keep going.
Verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes.
Now, the Lord is known by, we know him as the Lord that brought us out of Egypt. We're going to know him as the Lord that brought us out of the land of the north. You know the Most High, when you be like, dang, that was the Lord. Oh my God, is when people say, when they see like things that are like a wonder or great, like, oh my God. My daughter say that. You think what I'm saying? Like, those are the things when you see something amazing, you say that can only be the Lord. Like if you walk up to the ocean and you see the ocean, all of it, you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Or you in the airplane, you see the clouds, you see the power of the Lord, the things that he's done, right? And we know the Lord based on his judgment, what he done, what he did. Keep going.
The wickedness, it's like the wicked is snared in the work of his own hand.
Mm-hmm. Now the wickedness, he going to be trapped by the work of his own hands. So when the wicked go do work, that work is going to trap him, which is why that heathen is going to get caught up in his own trap. Keep going.
Hilgion,
Mm-hmm.
Salah.
Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
The wicked shall turn, it's like the wicked shall be turned into hell.
Go ahead.
And all the nations that forgot God.
Now, when you forget the Most High, when you become wicked, that's when you fall into your hell. That's when everything you do works against you. Right? You turn on your car and it don't start because the Lord is on your heels. A curse is a stumbling block, right? So now you trying to get to work and you can't get to work, and then you lose your job and you lose your house. and then you lose your house, and you got to go to the shelter, and you lose your kids, and then you get sick, and then you lose your life. Right? That's how the Lord works. We know the Lord through his judgment. Now, when they hold the counsel about you, they like, yeah, what has he done? You know what I'm saying? The wickedness did A, B, and C. They're going to hold a counsel about you. And they're going to come and get you. Satan going to come for you. And when Satan come for you, it's a wrap. The Lord sent him. It's over. When you fall for the devices of Satan, when you fall for what the wickedness leave in front of you, then you put yourself in hell. You fall for the hell. Go ahead.
Verse 18. For the needy shall not always be forgotten.
Now, the needy shall not always think always, right? The needy shall not always be forgotten. Who's the needy? The needy is us. We the needy, Israel, right? We need the Lord. We're not going to be forgotten. Keep going.
The expectations of the poor shall not perish forever.
Yeah, we're going to always want the Lord, right? We're going to always make sure we keep the Lord's name. But some people try to get it in vain. They try to get that quick buck. And when you get the quick buck, when you try to get it fast, or divisiveness, or when you deal with the wickedness, that's when you find yourself in hell. Look, I know we poor. I know we going through it. We fighting tooth and nail to keep the lights on, to keep the water running, to keep gas in the car, or to keep bus fare. We fighting tooth and nail. But the Lord said he got you. He got a plan for you. Just don't fall for the victim. Don't fall victim to Satan. Don't fall victim to the oppressor, because we know what he wants. He wants you to prove yourself. And when that day you say, I can't make it, you know what? Just give me that blunt. Just go give me a pack of Newports, man. The long pack, the Cadillacs. Give me Newport. What they call the? Who used to call them? The hundreds. Give me a pack of Newport 100s. Soft pack. And they nigga be like, once you back at that point in life, you fell to your lowest hell, and you made a track for yourself. Drop that. Give me Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge.
Go ahead.
And their honorable men are famished.
The honorable men are famished. Honorable men is weak as hell. Like, who we honor today? Dying. Meek Mill. Dying. Meek Mill got caught up in that. Meek Mill got caught. He got caught with a rod in his mouth. Yeah, they got him. Meek Mill, they got him.
That's crazy.
Diddy allegedly, you know what I'm saying, admitted to having sexual relations with a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Our honorable men are famished. The men that we think supposed to represent us. Now, I'm from Philly. Not too many people make it out of Philly. So when it's like, oh, we got one that made it, he's honorable. No, he got a rod in his mouth. Salakia, I didn't mean this. Salakia. But no, he did not make it. Our honorable men are famished. They weak as hell. Who we got that we can say, yo, he the boy that Kaepernick took a knee. You dig what I'm saying? Then they got him out of here. He don't have no strength. Who we got that got strength that's going to stand up for us at all? Nobody. Read that again. I know, right? They're honorable men. Go from there.
Their honorable men are famished.
Salakia, and said we go into captivity because we have no knowledge and we have no honorable men that can stand for us. Go ahead.
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
We dried up with thirst. We need the Lord. Remember, the Lord, Christ said he was that water that's going to quench us. We don't have that. We dried up. We shriveled up. Think of like they call it dehydrated fruit. When you see dehydrated fruit, it's weak. It's like you touch it and it fall apart. You know what I'm saying? The water is what you need to survive. That's how plants survive. If it don't have no water, it dries up and it dies. Right? We don't have anything to quench our thirst. Keep going.
Verse 14. Therefore, hell hath enlarged itself.
Now, the hell is ready for us. The hell is just consuming us. It just enlarged. It grow bigger. Our hell just grow bigger. Keep going.
And opened her mouth with without measure.
And open her mouth without measure. So now it's just when your hell just get big and it's just ready to swallow you. It's just ready to take you into captivity. You know what I'm saying? Once that hell gets you, you just see the walls closing in. And you just start looking that way and this way. And you just see hell just chasing you down the street. Hell's in front of your face. It's behind you. You look up and you just see hell all over the place. That's when you in hell. Right? And it says, because we have no knowledge, we have no men to represent us, and we thirsty for knowledge. That means we got like a hunger pain, right? That's hunger pains. We thirsty for knowledge. Like your mind got hunger pains, right? We don't have nobody feeding us the knowledge. And so what happens? We fall into captivity. And then we like this at the corner store. I mean, let me get a lighter. Let me get the 50-cent lighter. Let me get the, they smoke blunts. Let me get the blunt that costs 25 cents. Let me get the 25-cent blunt is insane. Let me get the 25-cent roll up or whatever they call them today, the wraps. Let me get that one, the cheap one. Because we done. We cooked out here. There's nobody to help us. Little kids is killing each other for fun. Before it used to at least be for money or drugs or women or something. It's just retaliation now. Hey, yo, that's why I smoked your man on 52nd Street. We gonna spin on you. Watch, you better check the score. Bow, 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 bow. Such and such. It was just a shooting on 52nd and Kensington while God was on live. That's our neighborhoods. 3 women were killed standing behind a little boy, and the baby was shot. All of them dead. Breaking news. That's our hell. Because you don't these kids is done. Lack of knowledge. No honorable men. Hell is just like this. It's tall. You feel what I'm saying? Everywhere we look, we see hell. We can't make it out. The devil made this hell. He made our hell. He made it just like this. He made that phone. He made you just want to just be captive, whatever you call it, captivated in the phone. You can't even get off the phone. Y'all beefing on the internet. And then it's like, try McDonald's commercial. Eat the bacon burger cheeseburger. And then go to Burger King for the bacon burger. Go to Red Lobster. He's capitalizing off the beef on Facebook. The devil is just like this. Y'all keep killing each other. Why you killing each? Wait, hold on. Give him an ad for Burger King. Put the Burger King ad up. You know what I'm saying? The devil is just eating tooth and nail. You die, you go to jail, and all of y'all go to Burger King and get the bacon burger. That's hell. That's our ghettos. That's where we live at. Somebody's grandma gotta be shot in her damn head because y'all want to be on Facebook Live beefing about who upped the score. You dig what I'm saying? Sickening. That's where we live at. Satan's house. Right in the middle of hell and Ghetto Street. That was pretty good. Hell and Ghetto Street. We live in the middle of the hood. Keep going.
And their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it.
Now, you're going to love that hell, and you're going to fall right into it. You love that hell? You love them little blocks you on? Them little ghettos you in? That little hoop you in with that little stupid ass, that little blunt that you smoking? You know what I mean? That little phone you got with that little burner you got, that little, you know what I mean, them little 5 bullets you got to go spin on such and such. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fall right into it. Next thing you know, it's going to be, this is a collect call from Skizzy. An inmate act, SCI such and such. This is a collect call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution. Press 1 to accept. That's going to be you. Or everybody going to be like, he was a good man. You think what I'm saying? He was a good man. All he wanted to do was play basketball with his friends. That's going to be you. And you selfish as hell. You don't care about nobody when you in your hell. You selfish as hell. Your mom gonna cry. Your brother, your sister gonna cry. You just chasing the demon. We chase the demons. Just run right to them. And you selfish as hell for smoking too. You don't care about the people that got to deal with your lung cancer. You don't care about the people that got to deal with your casket bill or the funeral bill. And you know you ain't got no life insurance. Man, look, just wrap him up in the fitted sheet, throw him in the ground. She ain't give a damn about us. They ain't give a damn about us. He ain't give a damn about us. He wanted to go spin on his ops, right? Spin him in that little sheet, throw him in the ground. I'm done with this nigga. That's how we should treat you, because that's how you treat us, right? I had to get out the damn city because they was shooting at my damn house every goddamn night. Yeah, my wife come outside like, oh, somebody's got killed outside. Somebody, oh my God, my baby. Right across the street. Oh my God, my baby. Sitting outside, bang, bang, skirt, woo, woo. Ain't nobody trying to live like that, dog. Like, we living in hell. That's our cities. That's our ghettos. That's what it's like. That's what we live like. Who wants to be living like that? You know what I mean? But it's only because we've been duped into believing that it's a reality. It's not a reality. Let's get into it. Let's really get into it. Give me Jonah 2-1. Let's go to Jonah. Jonah chapter 2, verse 1. Jonah is right before Micah, right after Daniel, around there, like end of the Old Testament. Now we all are familiar with Jonah. Jonah was in the well, in the belly of the beast. Go ahead.
Come on. This is the book of Jonah, chapter 2, verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly.
You know, Jonah was in a bad place. And what he do? He prayed to the Lord. You heard that too? He prayed to the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction.
My what?
By reason of mine affliction.
Go ahead.
Unto the Lord. And he heard out the belly of hell. I cried.
Now,
so I cried out.
Now, Jonah was underwater. We're going to get that. Jonah was underwater, right? He's down underwater. Finish reading it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And thou heardest my voice. Verse 3. For thou hadst cast me into the deep, in the midst of the sea, and the floods compassed me about. All thy bellows and thy waves passed over.
Now, give me second Esdras. Give me second Esdras 4. Second Esdras 4. Second Esdras 4 and 8. No, start at 7. Wait. Woo. This is one of my favorite stories. All right, so Esdras asked the angel, right? Why are we in hell? Right? So this is Esdras asking. This would have been an amazing story, right? He asked the Lord why. He asked the angel Uriel, why are we in hell? And this is what the angel said back to him. Start at verse 5. Wait. Hold on. Damn, I want to get to what I want to get to, but all of this is good. And I don't want to cheat y'all. So I want to give y'all all the, you know what I mean? We might have to have a part 2. I'm going to just go like we having a part 2. Start at verse 1. Second Ezra chapter 4, verse 1. We got, yeah. Yeah, that's an apocrypha. Second, you got, take, you got apocrypha on your phone? Take this one. Second Ezra started 4 and 1. I got one on my phone.
This is book Second Ezra, chapter 4, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was
Uriel, go ahead.
Gave me an answer.
So now Ezra is asking, like, yo, why is there so much destruction out here? The same question for the whole first hour of this class that we've been talking about. Ezra was asking Uriel in chapter 3. So now he asked, he like, yo, the Lord brought us out of Egypt and he made Jerusalem and he did A, B, and C. Start talking about the whole history of Israel. He run the whole thing down. And we did this and we did that. And I go outside and it's just so much destruction, so much death, so much murder. Now, Israel always been like this. We've always been a people like that, right? So now, when he asked the angel, why is there so much hell? The angel answered him. This is what the angel said to him. Go ahead.
And would think is like it.
Start at verse 2 again.
Verse 2. And said, thy heart have gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High.
He said, look, you thinking too much into the world. You think you can understand what the Lord understands? You think you could comprehend what the Lord says? Nah, you can't think like the Most High. The Lord said, my thoughts aren't your thoughts. You won't get it. And he's gonna prove to him that you won't get it. Keep going.
Verse 3.
Don't forget Jonah. We coming back to Jonah. All right, don't forget Jonah. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Then said I, yea, my Lord.
Yeah. He said, you think you comprehend the ways of the Most High? And he said, yeah, I can. Cocky motherfucker, ain't he? Go ahead.
My Lord. And he answered me and said, I am sent to show thee 3 ways, and to set forth 3 similitudes,
which is like a vision or appearance before you. Go ahead.
Before thee. Verse 4. Whereof, if thou canst declare me one.
If you can answer one, I'm gonna give you 3 visions or 3 similitudes and in 3 ways before you. If you can answer one or declare me one, or you know what I mean, if you can do one, because that's the best way to put it, because these things he about to ask him is crazy. If you could do one of them, or at least answer one of them, I'll give you your answer. Go ahead.
I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see, and shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh.
That's what he asked him. He asked him, where does the wicked mind come from? Like, who started with the wicked mind? And you know what I mean? So Uriel's about to answer this question. He said, if you can declare me one of these, I'll show you where the wicked mind comes from. The beginning of the wicked mind, or the wicked heart, or where wickedness comes from. I'll show you where it comes from. But you got to answer these questions. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And said, I said, tell on, my Lord.
Go ahead.
Then said he.
Now, this is a young brother talking to an older brother, right? So he says, you think you understand? He was like, yeah, kind of one kind. He said, go ahead, kind of one kind. I got you out of one. Go ahead, tell me. And Uriel was like, all right, no sweat. Go ahead.
Go thy way. Weigh me the weight of the body.
What is he asking him?
How much do fire weigh?
How much do fire weigh? And Uriel, he's like, go thy way and tell me how much do fire weigh. Keep going.
Or measure me the blast of wind.
Now, tell me how much blast this is and when. Just give me a number. What's the number? Tell it to me right now. Just measure this blast of wind. Go ahead.
Or call me again the day that is past.
So let's take me back to yesterday. Or take me back to last Friday. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Then answered eye and said, what man is able to do that?
He said, man, who could do that? Can't nobody measure wind or measure fire or take you back to yesterday. Go ahead.
That thou shouldest ask such things of me.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. And he said unto me, if I should ask thee, how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea.
Now, if I should ask you how many islands is in the ocean, you go ahead, keep going.
Or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep.
Now, how many springs are in the beginning of the deep? How many rivers are there? Or how many underwater rivers are there? How many places where water comes out the ground or in the beginnings of the ocean? Go ahead.
Or how many springs are above the firmament?
Now, how many springs are on land? Right? Where does the water come from? Under the water or over the water? Go ahead.
Or which are outgoings.
So, like the springs above the firmament are clouds. He's saying how many springs are on the water and how many clouds are in the sky. Go ahead.
Or which are outgoings of paradise.
What's past what you see? What's past the sky? What's in space? Keep going. He said, if I would have asked you about these things, I asked you about fire, wind, and days. Right? Now, mind you, he said he's going to show him three things and he's going to ask him something else or show him three. He said he's going to ask him three questions and show him three things or four things. Right? So he said, he asked him about fire, wind, and the day. And he said, but I didn't ask you about islands in the ocean or how far big the ocean is or how far big the sky is or where the ocean starts or how many clouds or what side of space. I didn't ask you nothing like that. Keep going.
And peradventure
means before. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Peradventure thou wouldest say unto me, I never went down into the deep.
Into the ocean.
Nor as yet into hell.
Into where?
Into hell.
Now hell is underground. So Jonah was in the deep. He was in the sea. Hell is under the ground. Right? So now hell is a state of conditioning or it's a place. When the Bible talks about hell, he talks about being underground. Like when Christ went into the grave of them two dudes or whatever grave he went into, it said he went down into hell. I mean, them graves was underground. Keep going.
Neither did I ever climb up into heaven.
No, heaven is in the sky. We asked him about the clouds in the sky. So remember he told him about the ground, the sea, and the sky. And he said, I ain't never been in none of them places. Keep going. Let's just read this just to read it.
Verse 9. Nevertheless, now have I asked thee but only of the fire and wind and of the day. Where though thou hast passed, and of things from which thou canst not be separated, and yet canst thou give me no answer of them.
Now, that's why he said, you going too far into this world, right? Because you think you can understand the Most High. And he was like, yeah, I can. He's like, all right, bet. Call me a day from the past or measure me how much do fire weigh or blast the wind. But now, today, you got Esau. And Esau going to figure this out. Esau going to be like, yeah, fire weighs 1.1 millibars, whatever the hell that is. You know what I'm saying? He going to be like, it weighs 1 gigawatt, 1.21 gigawatts. You know what I'm saying? That's a blast of fire. You know what I'm saying? He going to be like, Esau will try. He know he will try. He going to be like, this wind is 1 bar or whatever. I don't know how you measure wind. It's whatever it is. It's an atomic something. You know what I'm saying? That's Esau going to do it because he's so hubris, right? He like, yeah, I'm gonna answer this question that Esdras asks. I'm gonna answer it. You know what I'm saying? The angel gonna give me my answer. That's our oppressor, right? So Jonah was in this. Let's drop that. Jonah was in this well, and he went down underground. He was deep into the belly of hell. He was in the place where he just wanted to be out of it. He was in the midst of all kind of nastiness, right? Any more else on that? That's it. All right. What I want? Give me Tobit 13:2. It's in Apocrypha too. Tobit is it's like not too far in Apocrypha. It's like kind of at the beginning. 13 and 2. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to really get into, I think this is the last one that we're going to get into what I wanted to get into.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 13, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
For he doeth scourge and hath mercy. He leadeth down to hell
Mm-hmm.
and bringeth up again.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is there any that can avoid his hand.
Now, the Lord going to take us into hell, but the Lord will bring you out. Read it one more time.
For he doeth scourge and hath mercy.
No. Oh, Salakia. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the wrong one. But
He leadeth down to hell.
now, he do scourge, but he got mercy, right? The beginning of verse 5 says the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He scourges for our iniquities, and we'll have mercy again, right? So the Lord going to whoop our behinds for our iniquities, for our sins. But he got mercy on us. And when he whoop our butt, read it after have mercy.
He leadeth down to hell.
Now, the Lord going to take you through hell. Once he start to whoop your butt, it's like any father. You know what I'm saying? Once you on his bad side, then you know what the bad side is like. He going to bring you through hell. But he got mercy because that's your father. That's our father. So the Lord going to give us a beating with mercy. And when we in that beating, it's going to feel like hell. Keep going.
And bring it up again.
Now he going to clean you up. He going to be like this. Then brush yourself off. You do what I'm saying? Going to put you down and bring you back up. Clean you off and like, now go about your business. That's how we learn. We can't learn unless we go through this hell. That's what hell is. It's a condition. It's not a place where you go and you know what I mean, being taunted by some thing. You know what I'm saying? Or some pitchfork or something like that. That's not the real depiction of hell. Hell in the Bible is a condition. Hell in the Bible is the rent is due and you got $30 and somebody going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody about to feel something because you got $30 and the rent is due. Somebody about to feel something. It's about to be a wrath on 60th Street. Because the rent is due and somebody might lose their head because I got to pay my phone bill. You know how many people lost their life because somebody got to pay a phone bill? How many people lost their life because the rent is due? Or I don't got no gifts for my children on Christmas? You know how many lives is lost? How many people go to funerals over bills? Over bills. The Lord gonna brush you off, tell you go ahead about your business, man. He's gonna put you through hell. But once you get through hell, I'll bring you back to heaven. But you just gotta make it through the hell. Because once you make it through that butt whooping, then he's gonna teach you where you was wrong. Like most fathers will. This is what you should have done. This is why I was upset with you. This is the point of the butt whooping. You shouldn't have done A, B, and C. But now you know. How do you know? Because you went through hell. You got your scourges. You got your whips. You got your lashes. Now you understand. Any more else on that?
And bring it up again. And neither is there any that can avoid his hand.
You can't get away from the Lord. Ain't no way possible. Because the Lord hand is like Shaq times 50. You know what I'm saying? You try to get away from that, he's going to pow! You know what I'm saying? Like your whole head coming off your shoulders. You can't get away from the Lord. He gonna give you that scourging. He gonna give you that whip. You're going to pay for it. And when you do, just deal with it. Go through your hell for the moment. It might be whatever stumbling block the Lord put on you. Don't do it again. Just repent and change. That's the point. That's why you getting beat up. Because you gotta change. That's the point of a beating, to change. But once you learn the wrong thing to do, don't ever do it again. Don't ever do it again. Let's get to it. Give me Luke chapter 16. All right. Now, Luke chapter 16. All right. Read Luke 16.
This is the book of Luke
16 and 1.
16 and 1. This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And he said unto his disciples, there was a certain rich man which had a steward.
Now, this rich man, we're going to break it down. But this whole chapter is crazy. All right. There was a rich man that had a steward. Think like a helper or somebody that was with him, or a young boy, like somebody that was with him. That's his apprentice or something like that. Right? He had a steward with him. Go ahead.
Had a steward. And the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods. Verse 2. He called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account of thy stewardship, for thou mayest be no longer steward. Verse 3. Then the steward said within himself, what shall I do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship.
Now the Lord is the rich man. He's talking to the young boy. And he said, what am I going to do? He's going to take away my stewardship, my job. He's going to take away my livelihood. Go ahead.
I cannot dig. To beg, I am ashamed. Verse 4. I am resolved what to do, that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses. Verse 5. So he called everyone on his Lord's debtors unto him, and said unto the first, how much owest thou unto my Lord?
So he's trying to find a way to pay him back. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And he said, 100 measure of oil. And he said unto him, take thou thy bill, and set it down quickly, and write 50.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. Then said he to another, and how much owest thou? And he said, 100 measure of wheat. And he said unto him, take thy bill and write 80. Verse 8. And the Lord commended the unjust steward, but he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generations wiser than the children of light.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitation. Verse 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much.
He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also is faithful also in much. Go ahead.
And he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much. Verse 11. If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteousness, Mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches. Verse 12. And if ye have not been unfaithful in which is another man, who shall give you which is your own?
Go ahead.
Verse 13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he would hold to the one and despise to the other.
Right. Now, what was the two masters?
Mammon of the unrighteous and the Lord.
Which Lord?
Oh, the Lord of his house. So the Lord of his house basically is God.
Yes.
Yep. And then you got to serve the Lord.
So now you have to do something unrighteous to make something right. Now, the Lord winked at it because what he did was clever and wise, but it was unrighteous because he lied. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. We probably gonna read this whole chapter. This is about to be a heavy chapter. Go ahead.
And like
Verse 14.
14. And the Philistine.
The Pharisee.
It's like a Pharisee.
You remember who the Pharisees are, right?
No.
Who's the Pharisee?
That's a preacher.
Yeah, that's a religious leader. Go ahead.
And the Pharisees also, who are
covetous, which means they jealous as hell. Go ahead.
Heard all these things, and they derided.
They derided him. They start trying to scold him. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
Damn. Now, you want the praise of men. You don't want the praise of the Most High. You want to look good today. Go ahead.
But God knoweth your heart.
But the Lord know what you're doing. The Lord know what you got going on inside your mind. You want to look good, but that don't mean you are. You unrighteousness, you unrighteousness, but your unrighteousness will be seen by the Most High because you want to do something dirty to please your master, right? To please your boss or to please the devil, you're going to do something unrighteous. To make sure you got that rent money, you're going to do something unrighteous. You can't serve two masters. It don't work that way. Keep going.
For that which is highly esteemed among men.
Among who?
Among men.
Among who?
Among men.
That which is highly esteemed. We got the new Benz truck. Oh, the Benz truck is amazing. That which is highly esteemed among men. That Lamborghini. P. Diddy. Jay-Z. Give me somebody else. Or something else. Something that people look for. The big mansion. The jets, that which is highly esteemed among men, go ahead.
Is abomination in the sight of God.
Because you're going to do the Meek Mill for it. You're going to blow a rod to get it. Oh, my God. They said when he was like, what did he say? They said he had his dreams and nightmares was about Diddy. Yo, I can't stand Philadelphians, man. They killed Meek Mills. It's bad. All the Philadelphia Instagram Jones, ooh wait, they got Meek out here looking crazy. But that's what you wanted to do. That's how you wanted to be seen because your unrighteousness, go ahead, do you think? Your unrighteousness is going to be seen before the Most High. We think that, we can get away with it, but we can't get away with it. We can't get away with it. We're going to try to, please the men that's around us. We're going to try to please the people that see us every day. And we're going to try to make us look good to them. When in reality, you're going to not look good to them once the cover is pulled off of you. Once the wool is pulled from over you, you're going to be butt naked and ashamed. And when you butt naked and ashamed, you're going to feel like I shouldn't be in this position. You should have never been in that position. All you had to do was follow the Most High and the Most High's people. We here every week. We here every day. We here all the time. Phones never stop ringing, ever, because we here for the Most High's people. That's our job. But instead, we want to go out and serve our oppressor. Instead, we want to go out and follow the devil and please the devil and give him what he wants so we can be in a better position. And we think that the cars and the clothes in the house is the way of life when it's not. I mean, yeah, we should have things to suffice. You don't gotta be poor because you in the truth. Don't think like that. But when people, the love of money is the root of the evil. So but if you gotta have that new phone because you love it so much, oh yeah, he going down. You gotta have that new car because everybody has it. Oh yeah, you going down. It's over for you. You gotta have that house because you just want people to see, oh, look at my house. Damn, he got 3 doors. He got a front door, back door, side door. Niggas ain't got side doors. Niggas don't got side doors. Niggas ain't got 5-car drop. That's why you want it? He going down. Because the Lord said those things that men love is an abomination to the Lord. And we're going to see. We're going to watch you on your way up. And we're going to see you on your way back down. We're going to see you on your way back down. He's going to be like, oh, look at the ball. Damn, look at the ball. Because you're going to go up. And then as soon as you get to the top, just like a bullet, shoot right up in the sky. And then as soon as it hit that point of zero gravity or wherever it get to, that inertia is up. It's over. That's Murphy's Law, right? You know what I'm saying? Is you're going to go until you get stopped. And gravity is stronger than you. Satan is stronger than you. You're going to get to that point where you run into that unmovable force, like gravity. And you're going to fall right back to the earth. What you got, Yakabot? Go ahead, keep reading. You was at
16.
Go ahead.
All right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 16.
Go ahead.
The law and the prophets were unto John. Since that time, the kingdom of God is preached.
Now the law and the prophets belong to John until that time. Go ahead.
And every man presseth into it.
Now, when John was teaching, every man followed John. John was big out here. Damn, did you talk about John right here? I think it's in another chapter. I think it's in Matthew. But John was huge. John is still the Baptist faith, or whatever you call it, is still out today. Think of how big the Baptist faith is, or how big like Jehovah's Witness or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how big that faith is. That's how big John was, right? The kingdom belonged to John up until a certain point. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And it is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle of the law to fail.
Go ahead.
Verse 18.
Well, you could drop that. Go to verse 19.
Okay.
We're about to get into it.
Verse 19. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day.
Now this is a Pharisee, right? This is one of your religious leaders. He was a rich man, right, with good clothes on. He looked nice every single day. Go ahead.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus.
Now, when he looked nice, right, he would see this beggar. This beggar was Lazarus. Keep going.
Which was laid at this gate full of sores.
Now, his gate full of sores. Now, he would see Lazarus, and Lazarus was at the gate, right? Outside of the gate. He was outside of the main part, right? On the outskirt, right? Full of sores. And he would see Lazarus every day. Keep going.
Verse 21. And desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
Now, Lazarus just wanted the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table. He just wanted to eat. Go ahead.
Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores.
Now, the dogs was coming to lick his sores. So now Lazarus sitting there, and he expecting the rich man to help him. But the dogs is like just going to lick his sores up. That's how long he's sitting there. The dogs is going to lick his sores.
And it came to pass that the beggar died.
Now, let's go back to verse 20.
This book of Luke chapter 16, verse 20.
Go ahead.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which was laid at the gate full of sores.
Now, give me Isaiah 1 and 6.
Isaiah 1 and 6.
Those sores, what's those sores? Now, matter of fact, let's do this. We said who the rich man was. Who's the rich man?
Pharisee.
So who would he be today?
He'd be a preacher.
Thank you.
Swallow.
A Come on, man. Spare me. Give me a break. All right. So you got preacher swallow, right? You got preacher swallow, right? Come on, man. You better give me spare me, please. So you got preacher such and such, right? You know what I mean? Now, who is Lazarus? So who's the beggar? Remember, this is a parable. We're going to get into it. Give me Isaiah 1 and 6.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 6.
Go ahead. Wait, let everybody get there. Give them a second to get there. Isaiah 1 and 6.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 6.
What?
For thou, it's like for the sole of the feet, it's like the sole of the foot, even unto the head. There is no soundness in it.
So it's not together. It's not all one thing. All your foot to your head is not all one. Go ahead.
But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores.
Go ahead.
They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified.
Now, these sores are like boils with bacteria and poison and just hell coming out of it. We are Lazarus, right? That boil, them sores, that's our music. That's that phone we holding up. The Facebook, Instagram, strip clubs. You dig what I'm saying? That's us with the sores. We afflicted. We in hell. We jammed up in our hell, right? And when we have those sores, we waiting on the rich man to help us as he's walking in the gate, right? Just wanting the crumb from him. Now, what's the crumbs? Yes. Now, mind you, this whole thing is like a triple entendre. Now, I read it the first way first, just so you can get understanding. Now we about to destroy the story. We about to pick right through the story with a fine comb. It's like a triple entendre, right? So yes, the crumbs is the money. But we talking about a Pharisee. So what is the crumbs? Finish up verse 6.
They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment.
Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Now, give me Matthew 5 and 3 real quick.
5 and 3?
You want to get to the crumbs. Give me Matthew 5 and 3. This is what we got to understand.
You want to be like the preacher, you want to live like the preacher. You want all that stuff you got. You run around with that Rolls Royce. You got a car, got nice suits. You always saying God that gave this to him.
Yeah, you on it. You on it. We want to live like the rich. How do we be like the rich? The crumbs is the philosophy. The crumbs is the spirit. We want to be like him. We just want, that's all we want. We want that building too. We want that suit too. We want that car too. We want to pull up like you pull up. But we poor. This is what we don't know. Matthew 5 and 3.
This book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Blessed are the poor.
We blessed being poor. Keep going.
In spirit.
Because we got the spirit that this rich man don't have. We got humility and compassion. We care. Simple things. Rich man gonna walk by, you gonna look at you like, ew, nigga, you dirty, nigga. Take a bath, you dirty nigga. Ew, nigga. You just want my money, nigga? Or you just want to drive in my Lamborghini, nigga? Like he look at you like scum, dirt on the bottom of his shoe. Which is why he can walk by you every day with no regard for your sores. I'm gonna get ahead of myself. I'm about to get ahead of myself. All right, keep going.
For there is the kingdom of heaven.
For who?
There is the kingdom.
No.
Theirs is.
Theirs is. Read that one. Read the whole thing one more time.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Blessed are the poor in spirit. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
The kingdom of heaven belongs to the poor. Why is that?
We're not blinded. Our heart's not hardened because we rich and we thinking down on all our brothers and stuff.
You absolutely want it. You got the spirit of it. That's the spirit of it. That's why we can't be swindled or swayed by a dollar. You know what I'm saying? But some of us, we want to be like the rich man. We want to be like that man walking in that gate with that nice $3,000 suit on. You know what I'm saying? We want to pull up in a nice car like that. And that's how we look at our person. That's how we look at the celebrities and the stars. We just see them on Facebook like, damn, yo, such and such just took a plane over the Maldives. I don't even know what that is. Such and such just took a plane over the Galapagos Islands. You like, damn, I want to know what Galapagos look like. For nothing. I want to see Easter Island. Look, yo, we at Easter Island, y'all. Damn, look at Easter Island. Damn, look at the island. You see the face? Ooh, that joint crazy. We on Easter Island. Y'all niggas too broke to be out here.
Just to do it. Just to say it.
Just to do it. And you like, man, damn. Sores. Sore as hell. Sick. Sick as hell. Because you see that rich man flossing his gold money. His nice suit or whatever he got on. Whatever he has that you want, he throws it in your face. Keep going.
Verse 4.
Nah, give me I mean this is all good, but give me go back to Luke where we at 16 and
17 and 17
take me back to 16 and 20.
16, 20?
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 20.
Go ahead.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores. Verse 21. And desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
Now, crumb, give me Mark. Give me the woman, the Syrophoenician woman. Mark 7. Mark chapter 7. Start at verse 24. No. Start 20. 20. Time is it? Ooh wee. Start at verse 24.
Cool. This is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 24. And from thence he arose and went into the borders of Tyre.
And
Borders of Tyre and Sidon.
Now, Tyre and Sidon is like New York City. Think of it like a major hub. It's a major city. It's like Tyre and Sidon is the like almost like the capital city. It's a lot going on there. This is right by the water. So like all the trade and all that comes to the Middle East and Greece and all of that, all the ships come to Tyre and Sidon. So this is like a port city, right? Think New York City, or think like, just think New York City. All right, go ahead.
And entered into an house and would have no man know.
He wanted nobody to see him. Go ahead.
But he could not be hid.
He couldn't. There's too many people. He couldn't be hid. Go ahead.
Verse 25. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit.
Now this little lady, this little John had an unclean spirit on her, right? Who knows what it was? But this woman was like, you know what? I'm gonna go find Christ. I'm gonna go find a person that can heal her. And she went out to find him. Go ahead.
Heard of him. And came and
she heard of him. She heard this the boy that been healing people. There you go, right there. So she come to his feet and she like, please, please. Go ahead.
And came and fell at his feet.
Go ahead.
Verse 26. The woman was a Greek. A
Syrophoenician.
Syrophoenician.
I mean, she was from Phoenicia, right? She was a Greek, right? She was from Greece. Go ahead.
By nation.
By what?
By nation.
By what?
By nation.
Meaning that was her family. She was Greek. She wasn't an Israelite. She wasn't a Hebrew. She was Greek by nation, by blood. Her race was Greek. She was a white woman. Keep going.
She besought him.
She asked him. She begged him. Go ahead.
That he would cast forth the devil out.
Cast for the what?
The devil.
Now, this little Edomite had an unclean spirit on her. And she asked him to cast the devil out of her. The unclean spirit was the devil, which is where we get unclean spirits from. The devil, right? You watch your phone and you see that they smoking the weed, like, damn, that weed look good as hell. Or you like, damn, that weed smell good as hell. I'm gonna go try it. Or what y'all got? Y'all got lean? Let me get some of that. All it takes is a 5 milligram or whatever it is of a perk, 10 milligram, and you done. You know what I'm saying? It's that little bit, that little unclean spirit, and you got a whole demon. The devil is in you. Go ahead.
But Jesus said unto her, let the children first be filled, for it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it unto the dogs.
Unto the who?
Unto the dogs.
Now the dogs is the heathens, right? She's a heathen. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And she answered and said unto him, yes, Lord. Yet the dogs under the table eat of the children's crumbs.
The children's crumbs. Now, who are the children? The children of Israel. So she's coming to Christ like, he said, she's coming to Christ like, can I have a blessing? He said, I can't give my blessing. Or I'm not going to give my meat or my bread. I'm not going to give the things that we eat from to the dogs, to the heathens. And she says, well, the dogs eat from under the children's table, right? Meaning we're subject to the children of Israel, which is what she's saying. She know her place, right? Now, the crumbs is what? Yes, but that's a double entendre. So I got that. Now give me the other side of it. What's the crumbs?
Oh, so we got the birthright and everything, but they get the fat of the earth and all that.
What is she asking him for?
Asking to heal his daughter.
Now, what did he say is not meat to cast to the? It's not meat for me to cast to the dogs. What is what
bread?
What, yeah, but he's not talking about what is the bread.
Here is food. No, here is the blessing.
Yes. That's the crumbs. The crumbs is the blessing. She's asking for a blessing. He said, it's not meat for me to give it to the heathen. I'm not out here blessing the heathen. Christ is sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's it. So a heathen walk up to him asking for a blessing. He like, it's not meat for me to cast my bread to the dogs. And she said, well, even the dogs eat the crumbs from under the children's table. The crumbs is the blessing. She knew how much power Christ had. She knew how much power the crumbs were. Keep going.
Verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto her, for this saying, go.
He said, for what?
For this saying.
For this saying. What you just said? Go ahead.
Go thy way.
Mm-hmm.
The devil is gone out of thy dark.
Now, look, for what you just said, for your humility, go ahead. That devil out of your daughter, because you know your place as a heathen, as a female dog. Ooh. Yeah.
That's like a boot kiss.
That's a boot kiss. All 5 toes. Now, let's go back to Luke. Right? She wanted that healing. She wanted to be healed. That's what the crumbs were. The crumbs were healing powers, right? That Christ had, that you have. You can heal the sick and the weak and the maimed, right? Now, but we don't know that. Remember, Christ, the kingdom of heaven is for the poor. But we poor and we sore because we see the rich man walking by. If the rich man wasn't walking by, we wouldn't be sore. And the dogs wouldn't have to lick us up, right? But we waiting for this rich man to walk by because we think he's going to help us. But here come the dogs. And who are the dogs?
Heathens.
The heathens. And the heathens going to lick them sores. The heathens going to make you feel good. He can like, oh, I know you want that. I know you want that nice car that he just had. Listen, they selling crack on the corner. Yeah, go get some. You know what I'm saying, I know you want this. I know you want this this nice house. Just come on to school. You gotta go to school. And then when you get to school, you're gonna pay $100 million in debt. And you're gonna forever belong to us. You're gonna belong to the bank. That's gonna be your master. His name gonna be Chase or whatever bank is around. You dig what I'm saying? You become a slave to the bank. Right? So now you want something so much that the rich man have that the dog give it to you. And you just take what the dog give you because it feels good. Keep going. Give me Luke 16. Give me back to Luke 16 and 21.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
Go ahead.
Moreover, the dogs.
The dogs. Give me Psalms 22 and 16.
This is the book of Psalms,
Mm-hmm.
chapter 22, verse 16.
Go ahead.
For the dogs have compassed
Mm-hmm.
the assembly of the wicked.
Of the what?
The assembly of the wicked.
The dogs are the assembly of the wicked. Go ahead.
Have enclosed me.
Mm-hmm.
Thy pierce my hands and my feet.
Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
I may tell all my bones.
Mm-hmm.
They look and stare upon me.
Go ahead. These dogs are just looking and staring upon them. Go ahead.
Verse 18. They are part of my garment.
Mm-hmm. They part my garments.
Part my garment among them.
Uh-huh.
And cast lots upon my vesture.
My vesture. Now they're trying to eat them. Go ahead.
Verse 19. But be not thou far from me, O Lord.
Mm-hmm.
O my strength. Hast thee to help.
Hasty. Hurry up.
Thee to help.
Hurry up and help me, because these dogs are about to devour me. These wicked beasts are about to devour me. They trying to part my vestures. Go ahead.
Verse 2, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Deliver my soul from
Mm-hmm.
the sword,
Mm-hmm.
my darling, from the power of the dog.
Now, them dogs, when they come lick your sores, it's not gonna be nice. Go back to Luke 16. Right? So the dogs is the heathen. Now, when they come in to lick them sores, because you waiting for them crumbs from the rich man, you find yourself in hell. Keep going. Verse 22.
Verse 22. This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
It came to pass that the beggar died.
Now, the beggar died. Right? Now, mind you, it's a double entendre. How much time we got? Is there any questions online? Ain't probably nobody watching anyway. We're going to try to run through this. All right, so boom. All right. Now, when the dog help you, right? This is how the dog help you. Welfare, crack, child support, abortions. That's how the dog helps you, right? The dog help you through your pain with things that hurt you more, right? And you think that it's going to help, and it's going to feel good, but it's not. It's going to kill you quicker. Now, that old man, that beggar, he died, right? So now we talk about the beggar or the old man dying. Keep going.
And was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom.
Now, give me James chapter 2, verse 5.
This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 5.
Mm-hmm. No, let me get there with you. So,
Okay.
1 second. All right, go ahead. I got it. Matter of fact, go ahead. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren.
Mm-hmm.
Hath not God chosen the poor of this world
Go ahead.
rich in faith
Go ahead.
and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him?
Go ahead.
Verse 6. But ye have despised the poor.
Now, the Lord said he loved the poor. But the rich man or the men that get rich, they hate the poor. Or when you think that you have something in this world, you hate the poor. And you create the atmosphere of the ghetto. Because the ghetto is so poor because we want so much. And because we want so much, somebody else is going to pay for it. Somebody's going to pay for my wants. Right? And then what happens is now you got to pay the devil for your evil. You got to pay the Most High for your evil. And that's the spirit of the ghetto. We all die because we all want something. Keep going.
Do not rich men oppress you?
These rich men oppress us. They make us feel bad. They make us look bad. They embarrass us. That a rich man walk by with all kind of jewelry and all kind of everything on. And then I walk by looking like I came from work. And they look at me and look at him and they think that he better than me. Because that brother got on whatever he got on. How's he better than me? We the same nigga. If anything, I'm better than this nigga. Way better than this nigga. The Lord is with me. Now, this brother right here, I don't know what he did to get that money. He might have Meek Milled something. He might have Meek Milled his way right into that suit. You dig what I'm saying? He might have P. Diddy something. He might have Diddy bopped on something. I don't know what he did to get that suit on. But I do know the Lord is with me. You dig what I'm saying? The rich is going to oppress you if you let him. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Verse 6.
Verse 6. And draw you before the judgment seat.
They're gonna make you do something crazy. Let me back to Luke 16. They're gonna make you go to jail. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make you kill something. They're gonna make you go right before the judgment, right before the Lord, or you get murked yourself and you looking, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking you looking down the barrel with a gun. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna die one way or another. And that's because you want to be like him. That's oppression. Because in your mind you think you're not enough. You think you don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? We look at our poor, we think status is how much money we got. That's not your status in America. That don't got nothing to do with who you are. Somehow we think that it do. How much money you got determines everything about you. You dig what I'm saying? It's a problem that we all have as blacks and Hispanics. Money is the determining factor of our lifestyle. That's hell. The devil made it like that. And that's the ghetto of your mind. You dig what I'm saying? Your mind has a ghetto in it. And you in there thinking about that money. The Lord gonna make sure you got a good space to be. Right here in this school. The Lord gonna make sure you got good people around you. Right here in this school. He's gonna get you out of hell and bring you into heaven, which is right here in this school. Keep going. What you got on Luke? Luke 16.
Okay. Chapter 22.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by.
No. Give me Romans 6 and 6.
Romans 6 and 6.
What time is it? Ooh. Romans chapter 6, verse 6.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed.
That old man died, right? That body died. That body of sin was destroyed. Go ahead. What you got? Romans 6 and 6? Go ahead.
That henceforth we should not serve sin.
Now, when that old man dies, when that beggar dies, right? You're not going to serve the sin. That's the flesh of your body. Your flesh want to be like that old rich man. That's what our flesh wants. But that old man got to die. That flesh got to die. And then henceforth, you're not a victim to your sin. You don't fall for the sin. He's sinning. Whatever he's doing, he's sinning. He's not serving the Lord. If he was, he would care about the beggar. He would care about the poor. But because he doesn't, he's not serving the Lord. Right? And once you see that old man should die. You should check your spirit. We check our spirit at that point. That old man dies. Go ahead.
Verse 7. For he that is dead is freed from sin.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. Now, if we be dead in Christ.
Now, when that old man died, he died with Christ. Keep going.
We believe that we shall also live with him.
Now, the new man you become, he's alive with Christ. You follow me?
Okay.
Keep going.
Verse 9. Knowing that Christ, being raised from the dead, dieth no more.
You can't die again when you're alive with Christ. Lazarus won't die when he's with Christ. Keep going.
Death have no more dominion over him.
Death don't have no power over you no more because you're with Christ. Drop that. Give me Matthew 8 and 11.
This is Matthew chapter 8, verse 11. And I say unto you that many shall come from the east and west and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven.
All right. Now, take back to Luke chapter 16, verse 22.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 22. And in hell.
We might go over a little bit today. We might go over a little bit. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 22?
Yeah.
And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. That it's like the rich man also died and was buried. It's like buried.
Now, the beggar died and the rich man died. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 22. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment.
Now, the rich man lift up his eyes, being in torment, right? When he dies, when he's in hell, when that man that he becomes, or that man that he is no longer, he's going to be in hell. He's going to be in torment. And he's going to look at the beggar that died. But he's in Abraham's bosom. And we just read, when you sit with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that's the kingdom of heaven. So now when that beggar dies, or when that old man dies, he's with our fathers. He's with righteous men. That beggar gets put to death, and the man that comes out of him is somebody great. But when that rich man dies, when that man is no longer, he goes into hell. Because now, where's all your money? Where do you live? Where do you stay? You can't buy no more Timbs. You look at your account and you like, damn, what is happening? When you fall down from your space, it's a long way down. And you're gonna be in your hell, your torment, looking up, and you're gonna see Lazarus in the kingdom doing great. And you look at Lazarus like, yo, that's the same beggar. Go ahead.
Okay. Like it.
Mm-hmm.
And seeth Abraham far off,
Mm-hmm.
and Lazarus is it's like Lazarus in his bosom.
I got so much I want to give y'all on this. This time is killing me, dog. Y'all gonna have to come holler at me for this one. But what's the last thing you just said? What verse you on?
I'm starting verse 24 now. But I was
All right, let's do 24. Go ahead.
I don't count. This book of Luke chapter 16, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
And he cried and said, Father, Abraham, have mercy on me.
That the rich man gonna cry like, oh man, God, please have mercy on me. Make my bank account. Take me back to the Maldives. Take me back to Easter Island. You're gonna be looking at your videos sick with the sores. You gonna have the sores now. You're gonna be Lazarus. You're gonna be like, damn. Remember when we had all that bread? Remember that Lamborghini? They're gonna be like, open cell block B. You gonna be like, you think I'm saying? Like, damn. They're gonna be like, come on in for that. We're gonna take head count for the shelter. You gonna be like, you damn when you come down, you're gonna be looking and asking God for help. Keep going.
It said Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue.
Give me Acts 8 and 17.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 8, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Then laid they their hands on them, and they received the Holy Spirit.
Now, he laid his hands on him. He received the Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And when Simon saw that through laying on of the apostles' hands.
Now, he said through laying on of the apostles' hands. Go ahead. Somebody that was with Christ. Somebody that did the work of Christ, did the work of the Lord. He saw that through laying on of the apostles' hands. Go ahead.
The Holy Ghost.
The Holy Spirit.
Like
go ahead.
Spirit. The Holy Spirit was given. He offered them money.
Now, he saw that through laying on of the hands, he was given the Holy Spirit. Go back to Luke. Now, he like, Lazarus, just touch me. You know what I'm saying? Just give me some of that. Just give me some of that, Lazarus. Come on, help me out. All I need is some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I need is a little bit of something. Like, help me out, Lazarus. Remember me? I used to see you every day, dog. I know you remember me, my nigga. I was the ball. Help me, please. Keep going.
for I am tormented in this flame.
Yeah, he asking for that help, man. Go ahead.
Verse 25. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy goods things.
The Lord gonna say to you, in your lifetime, you had good things, man. You was doing good. Remember that Range Rover? Remember that trip to the Maldives? Remember the Galapagos Islands? Remember that? Remember you was at Easter Island flexing? What happened to that flex? What happened to the flexing nigga? Show me him. Where was he at? Remember in your lifetime, you have good things. Go ahead.
And likewise, Lazarus evil thing.
Now Lazarus, he had to sit at that gate his whole life and wait for your bum ass to walk by. That was his life, waiting for you. And the dogs was licking his sores. He had to deal with crack and welfare and murder and death, homicide, destruction. He had to live like that. That's how Lazarus lived. But you, my nigga, you was in the Maldives. You didn't see none of that. You didn't catch none of that, did you? Nah, that wasn't your life. You had good things. You pulled up. Lazarus had to pull out. He was chased out of places. Lazarus lived a whole different life than you, my son. You had good things. Lazarus had evil things. Go ahead.
But now he is comforted.
He's what?
Comforted.
Now he cool. Because that old man died in him. He different now. He put on all black. He got boots on. He got a headpiece on. Lazarus a little different. We ain't gonna call him Lazarus no more. That old man is dead. He's different. You the same nigga though. Keep going.
And besides all this, between us and you.
And who?
And you.
Between us and you? Go ahead.
There is a great gulf fixed.
Now, what's a gulf? Give me Isaiah 57 and 20. We almost done. Couple more scriptures. We almost there. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. Everybody gotta eat dinner and all that. Shit, I gotta eat dinner.
This is Isaiah chapter 57, verse 20.
Go ahead.
But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. There is no place.
No peace.
It's like there is no peace, saith my God, to the wicked.
Now, your wickedness creates that great sea. Between me and you, between us and you, is a big sea of wickedness. It's a great gulf. Fixed. It ain't gonna move. You can't just unbecome wicked. You can't just let the righteous into heaven. Nah. You didn't get your scourges. You didn't go through the hell like Lazarus did. Lazarus got and brushed off. He dealt with his punishment. What you think, you gonna just walk in? Hell no. Go back to Luke. It don't work like that.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 26.
Yeah.
And besides all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot.
Now, we can't meet each other. We're not compatible. It won't work because you too far in your wickedness. And once you make that great sea between us, there's no bridge. There's no bridge to get. Matthew 21 and 31. If we got time for this, what time is it? Do We got time for this. This is a good joint right here. So we can start at 31. We're gonna wrap it up here. Cause this we about to get way into a whole nother level of whatever. Listen, our ghettos is because we love to see the rich of Israel flaunt in their gay apparel, right? And because we want what they have so much, we hurt and harm other people. We step on other people. So much more we could have said in this class, which is why it's probably gonna be a part 2 of this, right? We step on other people to get to where we want to be. Somebody else is going to hurt and bleed because you got to get your phone bill paid, or you got to get your wife got to get her nails done, or your car note need to be paid, or you want a car. Somebody else is going to pay for your wants and your needs, right? And what happens is everybody suffers because when you feel bad, someone else feel bad, and then the demon just jumps. God damn it. Give me that. Give me the vagabond Jew. Damn. I don't got no time. The demon is going to jump. It's going to jump on you and take over the multitude. And the devil, our oppressor, is just watching it like this because he's just eating off all of our calamity, all of our trouble, all the wickedness that we do. He's watching and he's feasting off of it, making a killing, no pun intended, hand over fist. And all we do is make babies and they do it again. And we just continue to do it. We can't get old because we die in our sin. We die young. What's the max age now? Like 60? 67? So 30 is midlife. 30 is midlife. Now, we don't even make it past 60. Because that's our ghetto. We living in hell, man. We live in the ghettos, we live in hell. The word ghetto comes from neighborhood. It was a place, you know what I'm saying? Before it became indicative of black people, a ghetto was any group of people living in a certain neighborhood. So the word ghetto didn't always have a bad connotation. It just meant a neighborhood of people. The Jewish ghetto, the Ukrainian ghetto, the ghetto of white people. That was their neighborhood. The word ghetto comes from neighborhood. Well, not really, but loosely it means neighborhood. Our ghettos, our neighborhoods is destroyed. We want everything else. And because of that, we hurt people. You know what I mean? Any questions online? What's on crazy? All right. What we about to pull was the prodigal son, which was a good breakdown. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about the husband and the marriage, the parable of the husband and getting married. Listen, Passover coming up. I know we all got issues. We all going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you make it to Passover. Make sure you make it to Passover. Make sure you find a way to get there. I'm talking to myself as well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you find a way to get to Passover. Make sure you're there because it's going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie. You know what I mean? With that being said, with the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge out of 1 West 121st. Oh, you doing the announcements? You doing announcements? With that being said, pass the class off to priest and officer Yahanan. All day long. Huh? April 20th in North Carolina.
This is the book, SKYPE.
This is the book of the announcements.
We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verses 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, which means like Masharah, which means 10th in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department for teaching, priest fund, free will offering for priests, non-mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like, or whatever size Bible. Upcoming holy convocations. Passover, April 20th, 2024, in
Durham, North Carolina.
Durham, North Carolina.
It's gonna be a whole event. Itinerary gonna come out soon. Y'all just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and/or scarf. These are security measures.
And that's when you come to class physically. If you want to be a trooper or assistant in the school online, make sure you're doing your online check-ins. Speak to a camp leader, somebody closest in your city. What's up? Nah, sisters don't gotta wear all black. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a trooper is solely for the Lord's army. You know what I'm saying? Army is people that's willing to, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say it like that. The men, the Lord's army is the men. You know what I'm saying? The women, they have a whole different battle. Like Susan B. Anthony, wasn't she was the health lady, right? She was the one that was helping people when he got killed in the field. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need women at. You know what I'm saying? Women got their own glory. You dig what I'm saying? If you want to be a trooper as a man, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And as a sister, you know what I'm saying, just get with the closest city, closest to you. And there's absolutely things that can be done, you know what I'm saying, if you want to help with the school. So, you know what I mean, just look up I.S.U.P.K. On Google Maps, and you'll find the closest city to you. You dig what I'm saying? Once you find that city, call the number, and you locked in. You know what I mean? With that being said, men of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I'm Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakathum. Yajimata. Sar. Men of Israel, we're going to get the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Allah Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yajimata. Class dismissed.